The land was in drought. Week after week, month after month, there was no rain at all. The creeks dried up, the billabongs dried up, the rivers ceased running. All that was left were small pools of water where the animals could gather round. And they were there together, protecting the water. There was the wallaby and the dingo and the kangaroo. And one day, out of the bush, came a new animal, very, very thirsty. It was the koala. And it came and said, "Oh, please, I need just a little bit of water. I'm so thirsty." "Go away," said the kangaroo. "Get lost," said the dingo. "There's not enough water for anyone else except us." And so poor koala went off and hid in the bush. Now, every now and then, the kangaroo and the dingo, and sometimes even the Tasmanian devil, they had to go out hunting. And so they had to leave their little pond behind. So one day, when they were out hunting, Koala saw its chance. It crept in very carefully and got down, and it drank and drank and drank as much as it could. And then it could drink no more, but it thought to itself, when the animals come back, I won't be able to get any more water. What can I do? It had an idea. It went to the nearest eucalyptus tree and it cut out some bark in shapes called coolamons. And it cut out a whole lot of these pieces of bark, and it made small containers and it filled up the coolamons with water. And thought, well, I can't leave them on the ground. I'll hide them up in the tree. So it scooped out water, took the coolamon and rested it up in the tree. 1, 2, 3, 4. It took up 10 coolamons of water and there was nothing left in the pond. But Koala had plenty of water. He went and hid up in the top of the eucalyptus tree. Now, kangaroo and dingo and Tasmanian devil and wallaby came back from their hunting, ready for a drink, and they got there. There's no water. We're going to die of thirst. Oh, what will we do? Where's it gone? Well, they looked around and they could see nothing except the paw prints of the koala leading to a tree. Tasmanian devil ran, looked up the tree and said, "I can see koala way up in the top of the tree. And I can see things that look like coolamons with water in them." Oh, and so Tasmanian devil tried to climb the tree, didn't have a chance. Every time he'd get halfway up, koala would bump it right on the head and it'd tumble out. Now there was a very cunning possum who said, "Leave it to me." Now, it went up the tree, climbing around and around and around, out of sight of the koala, and it got right up high above koala, and it jumped on koala, and koala tumbled out of the tree onto the ground. And then possum gradually came down and kicked all the coolamons over, and all the water spilled down the tree and flowed back into the pond. But the animals were very angry because they'd nearly died of thirst. So they said, "We'd better kill this koala." And koala said, "Please, please, don't kill me. Leave me alone. Let me go. I promise I'll never get out of the trees again, not even to have a drink." And wallaby said, "Do you promise?" "Yes, yes." And in an instant, koala was off climbing up the tree, and koala has lived there to this very day, and in fact it does not drink at all. It gets all of its water out of eucalyptus leaves, and in Aboriginal, koala means non-drinking. So that is how the koala got its name.